In a small town Greenfield, there was a mysterious disappearance. A wealthy businessman named Richard had vanished without a trace. He was known to be a very private person, and not many people knew much about his personal life. When police arrived at his apartment, they found no clues that would lead them to the missing man. They interviewed Richard's family, friends, and work colleagues, but they all said they knew nothing about him. The police continued their investigation and came across an interesting thing. A few days before Richard's disappearance, someone withdrew all the money from his account. The police suspected that someone had kidnapped him and wanted money to release him, but they had no evidence to support their theory. The police had given up hope of finding him, but suddenly, a mysterious witness showed up at the police station claiming to have seen Richard at a local motel a few days after his disappearance. The police went to check it out and found Richard's empty wallet and laptop hidden under the bed in the hotel room. In the notebook, they found that Richard was involved in some illegal activities. There was also a note taped to the laptop with an unknown address. The police went to investigate and eventually found Richard's body buried in a remote location. Local investigators found traces of DNA on Richard's body and under his fingernails, so they sent them to the lab to investigate. Turns out the DNA belongs to Richard's business partner, Mike. The cops found in the notebook that Mike had embezzled a large amount of money from their company. Mike was afraid that Richard would expose him. He lured Richard to a motel, killed him, and then disposed of his body. Mike was arrested and charged with murder, and the evidence against him was overwhelming. During the trial, it was revealed that he had led a double life and had a long criminal history. Richard's family was devastated by the news of his death, but relieved to finally have some closure. They held a private funeral service for him and tried to get on with their lives. The case ultimately served as a warning that greed and jealousy can lead people down a dark path, and that even seemingly harmless individuals can have dangerous secrets beneath the surface. Mike remained in prison to serve his sentence, but showed no remorse for what he had done. He destroyed the life of an innocent man and his family, and his actions left a permanent scar on the city. Richard's mysterious disappearance and murder ultimately served as a reminder of the fragility of life and the importance of living each day to the fullest. It taught the town that even in the midst of darkness, there is always hope for justice and closure. The end.